Part 3. This thing's taking longer than I thought it would. Sorry about that, but hey, sometimes that's the way it goes. And like I've said, don't try to rush through. It does you no good. Okay, I'm going to take some Cobalt Blue and a touch of that black. I just want to darken that up some. And now I'm going to lighten it even with a touch of white. There we go. And a little touch of green here. Okay, now let's see. Yes, I want this to go this way. I need that dark color back behind there because when I add the white of the waterfall, I need something for that white to be against. I need a dark color for it to be against. And right here. There we go. Now right here in the middle between these two, I'm going to put a rock. Big old stone. Okay. All right. Let me wipe that out, and I'm going for a very similar color, that watercolor that I have right down here, and I'm going to come right in here with it. I don't know exactly where it's going to stop, where we're not going to be able to see it anymore, so I'm just going to put it in, and we'll figure it out as we go, right? Now, right there. And then right here, let's go back over here to this color. It's going to come down like this. Maybe we need a little more blue in that. Okay. One more blue in that. And grab that blue again here. Awesome. Okay. There we go. All right. Pressing on. Pressing on. Let's see. Not that one. Here we go. A little bit of white. A little too much. Well, not really. That's enough for the whole thing, though. I just want to put a little mist in here. A little bit of mist. There we go. Grab my scrubby, my old scrubby brush. I think I may have changed my mind about something here. I'm gonna pick up some of that black, and you know what? We need some sap green on the palette. There we go. Okay, so we got some black. Get get some Sap Green. More black. It needs to be a little bit darker. Back in the holder there. And we'll put us a evergreen right here. Maybe he's got a little buddy that lives right here. And let's see, where did our flat brush go? There is a flat brush. I don't know what color that is. Oh boy. What we got on that brush? Okay, well, this one will work. Okay, burnt umber and some black. I'm just putting in this darker color here because this is another cliffside. And maybe it comes along and does this number. Maybe that's what it does. Hey, I don't make the rules. Actually, you know what? This is my painting, so I guess I do, huh? Isn't that cool? You make the rules on your painting. It's the only place in the world I get to make the rules. I used to make the rules when I was a parent, or at least I thought I did. Quite honestly, it was probably my wife who made the rules. Truth being told. Go. All right, I just wiped out that brush. Now I'm gonna grab a paper towel. And I'm just gonna kind of blot this thing. Just to get rid of the extra paint, extra oil. There we go. All right, excellent. Now let's grab some yellow ochre. And all I'm doing is just smashing my brush into it. You see my whole easel moving? I'm just smashing my brush into it. And I'm just gonna come up here. And I'm gonna put some highlights in. Now before you pick up any color again, Wipe off your brush because you're going to be picking up that undercolor. There we go. And just yellow ochre, straight yellow ochre. Wiping out my brush, going into the yellow ochre again. I'm not getting rid of all my darks. Okay. All right. There's that. Let's grab our light colored fan brush. But before we do, let's give these guys up here some trunks because they gotta have something to stand up on. All right, got some trunks in there. I'm gonna wash this brush out. There we go. I'm going to dry it off on a towel. There we are. Okay. Now for this, I'm just going to take some Cad Yellow and a touch of green. Touch of that Sap Green. Add a drop of oil. Grab some more Cad Yellow. Some more Sap Green. And let's highlight. Now I'm just going to take a little bit of green over the side. There we are. A little bit of green over the side. Okay. Now, let's grab our palette knife and let's get a little bit of white, a little bit of black. There we go. Before we go too far, let's take a little bit of black. Let's put in a rock formation right here. Maybe another one right here, right here. And we've got one right here. Just putting in some places where I want to see some rocks. Okay, so we'll go with some gray that we made up, a little white, a little black. It probably has a little burn umber in it, which is fine. And I am just going to use my knife. Now back there, remember I used the brushes. Just goes to show you can do it either way. Okay. Just a little bit of paint, because I'm telling you, a little goes a long way on this. Little goes a long way. Okay. Let's see, a little bit more here. Got this one over here. Just follow the contour of your rock that you're trying to make. Imagine it in your head, what it looks like. We've all seen big rocks before, right? Just imagine what it looks like in your head. Put the lights where the light is, the darks where the dark are, and your rock will take shape. Okay, now on this cliff face, I am actually going to put a few little plants, such. A few little plants. Green and some white. Go. There we are. Okay, cool. Excellent. So next I am going to take my flat brush, and it's my number 8 flat, and I'm going to wash it out. And I am going to grab some white, and I'm going to both sides load. I'm going to come right up here, very lightly, just put in a waterfall, very lightly. Just adding a few little ripples back here. It can be haphazard. You just want to get the feel of moving water. Now I'm going to bring this one out this way. There we are. Yeah, reload. And this is such a light touch. This one's going to come over here. Again, a few little ripples back here. There we go. I'm even going to take some of that, go back here towards the shoreline. There we are. All right. getting there. We're getting there. Okay. We are getting there. Where are we at? 20 minutes into part 3. All right. Okay, now we need to take care of this rock right here, don't we? All right. Well, if that's the case, off my case. If that's the case, let's take us some burnt umber and black. We're just going to put a formation in here. Just a form of a rock. And this is a good size rock. It's going to come over this way. It's going to go in front of that waterfall. There we are. Bada bing, bada boom. Okay, awesome. Now let's get some of this gray, and let's start just putting in some highlights on this rock. Let's turn it into a rock, right? There we go. Get some more of that. There we are. Now I'm going to take a little more white into some of that. There we go. That looks like a pretty good rock to me. I like it. I like it. Okay. Where'd that go? That ain't what I'm looking for. That surely ain't what I'm looking for. I guess I'm gonna need to wash that brush out again. I will say that since I switched to water mixables, the brush cleaning process is so much easier. Okay, so I want some Cobalt Blue, and some Sap Green. Okay, and a touch of white. Remember, that's our watercolor. Cobalt Blue, Sap Green, and a touch of white. Got a little too much green there. We'll go with some more blue. When you add the white, it's really, that's when you can see it. Come on now. I really overdid it on that green. Let's see, what we got? It's still too green. Okay, there we go. There we go. Okay. Now let's fill this in. With our water. Let me get my chair moved a little bit here. Okay, and I'm just putting this water in. oil. We're going to add some foamies here in a minute. Now you see how I made those waterfalls darker before we put that white in. I think it really enhances the waterfall to do it that way. Just my own thoughts. Take them for what they're worth. There we go. We have water here. Okay, now a little more blue, just mixed in with what's on my brush, and a touch of black. And this is going to come this way. Straight down. I'm just making a darker color. I might even take some sap green in with that too. Just making a darker color for the waterfall itself. There we go. Dun, da, da, dun, da, 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 da. This one's coming over this way, this one's coming over this way. And there's going to be a rock right here. And a rock right here. And there's going to be a big rock right there. Oh my gosh. Now what will we do? Well, we'll continue to paint. I'm just going to dab that. Okay. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Let's see here. That brush will do. I have a round brush here. And I'm going to pick up some titanium white. I'm going to come right up here. I don't know if I like the effect I get with this brush. I don't know that I like that. I know what I do like. Fan brush. Same color. Titanium white. Now. Now I'm going to take a little blender brush, and this is actually a makeup brush. Came in a set. Somebody said TJ Maxx. I don't know. I got it for Christmas because I said I needed some blender brushes, and I mentioned makeup brushes, and that's what they got me. Now I am just going to blend this, but I'm leaving the tops, kind of like I do with the clouds. Okay, I'm just blending out the bottom. There we go. There we go. And I might even take, ooh, easy. Sometimes a little brush holder doesn't want to release. Okay. Sometimes I might even take a little bit of that titanium white and come back through. Now, what I'm doing is I'm just hitting it just with the corner and pushing up. That's all I'm doing. I'm just hitting it with the corner and pushing up. Okay. Now we might have to go back to this one. And I said I didn't like the effect, but I'm okay. I think I'm okay with it just for making little stuff in the water. Churning, because you know this water isn't going to be calm. It's not going to be still. It's going to be moving. You see what I'm saying? Know what I'm saying? I don't want to sound like that guy on the movie We Are the Millers. For anyone who's seen that movie cracks me up. Ain't gonna lie, it cracks me up. Okay. Awesome. Okay. Now let's put in some rocks over here. Okay? Are you game? I'm game. Let's do this. I'm going to take some dark color, which it would be black and burnt umber. I'm going to make a big old rock here. It's going to go right on back into here. We're going to make a big old rock right here. You got that? Just putting in the dark color right now. Then we're going to have a big old rock right here. You know what? Doggone it. I was hoping not to have to do this, but I think I'm going to have to do this. I got a little bit of burnt umber right there. I think I'm going to need to make up some more black. I actually thought I was going to have too much black, but apparently not. So there's some burnt umber. Here is some ultramarine blue. Let's see how we do here. Let's take about that much of each. Mix them. Stirring and stirring and stirring my brew. I've got a fly in here that has taken up a residence with me, and he thinks he can live rent-free, but he can't. I ain't having it. He's really getting on my nerves. He's gonna have to go. You hear that, Mr. Fly? You're going to have to go. Okay. Thank you very much. There we go. Okay, we're going to muscle on through this one. We ain't going to have a part 4. I don't care. I don't care if we have to stay here all night. We're not leaving until morale improves. Okay, now right here, I think we're going to have us a rock that is big. Big old rock. What do you guys think? Think we can do that? I think so. Maybe it comes out like this. Yeah. Sometimes you just see the shape in your head. And when that happens, you know what you do? You go with it. You just go with it. Okay, now I got that in. I'm going to take a paper towel, and we're going to blot this. Just getting rid of the excess that's on here. Whether that be pigment, whether it be oil, doesn't really matter. We just don't need it on there because we don't want to mix any mud, right? Believe me, I have been a mud mixer. Oh, yes, I have. Okay. All right. Cool. Where'd that pointy brush go? Where's my round brush? You know, I've got a brush holder. You would think that I would be able to keep up with things, but oh no. Oh no. All right. You know what? I think I'm going to need a little more burnt umber up here. There we go. All right, let's get some of this black. Let's get some burnt umber. I'm going to go to the brown side of that black, because remember, we made that, right? Let's get some titanium white. Okay, now, what I put on was real thin. I had it thinned down with oil. So this is real thick, so it should stick to it. There we go. And I'm just tapping this color on. Where do we need highlights? Where do they fade out? Okay. And just bringing that right on down into the rock. There we go. Just wiped out my brush, picking up some fresh color. And just adding the highlights where it needs them. And down here at the bottom, it's going to be a whole lot darker. Don't forget that. And I feel like the sun is kind of coming in. It's almost directly overhead, but kind of coming in this way. So I may take some of this really light color and put it right here along the edge. Now, when I say really light color, it's just the same color with a little more white in it. And it's that black, that burnt umber, and just a little more white in it. And you can do this with a palette knife. That's how I usually do it. I just thought I'd try it with a brush this time. I don't know. I think I kind of like the palette knife better. I really do. But that's okay. It ain't no big deal. I'm going to take this clean fan brush and I'm just going to pull it down. There we go. And we'll just press on. And again, where is that old fan brush? Fran brush? Fran bush? Fran bush. There we go. Now, by doing it with a brush, the effect is a whole lot softer than if you did it with a knife. But I may take a knife and just, you know what? Maybe I'll take a knife, hit that, come right in here. There we go. Maybe, just maybe, we've got a little bit of moss that's growing up there. Maybe just some sap green. And maybe some sap green and black. It's a little too light. Sap green, black, and Naples yellow with a touch of white. Grab some of that dark color and stick in there too. Ugh. Feel like my shoulder about locked up. Grab some black. There we go. I can live with that. Now, let's see. I said we could do that with a knife now, didn't I? I'm just getting some. Now, when I do use this knife for highlighting, a lot of times I'll just get like a little ball of paint right there. But that's even too much. I just need a fuzz. Because otherwise you get too much in one spot. And you wind up having to move it all over the place. Maybe I'll add some of this color, some of this brown. Rocks can have all different kinds of colors, huh? Of course they can. All right. Now let's do this one over here. Let's grab some of that brown color. That was burnt umber, white, and I believe it had a touch of black in it. Okay, awesome. Okay, now let's grab, grab some black. We'll just put like a little bush right here. Actually, a big bush right there. There we are. And I'm just gonna grab some of this yellow ochre and a little bit of green. Go, and I think I might take me this here 1/2 inch chip brush. I might just tap it into this magenta. Just tap, and right here on the ends, put some magenta. Like there's little flowers or berries or something there, right? Okay. Now, grab my fan brush, go into the white, and we're going to come right here. fuzz that back into there. Again, into the white. We're going to be coming here. And we'll fuzz that back into there. Maybe there's some churning going on back here. Remember, this water is moving. There we are. Okay. Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Okay. Let me clean off that brush because I don't even remember what we had on it. But it's that number 10 flat brush. That Royal Langy Nickel. Langy Nickel. Some cobalt. Some green. Some white. And some linseed oil. And we will put this in. Okay. Some cobalt, some green, some white, more cobalt, yeah, we are getting there. We are getting there. Cobalt. Didn't have enough cobalt in it. And I'm just covering this thing up. We've about got it covered up. Woo! I don't want to make this so thin, you know, thin it down too much with oil. A little bit is okay, but I don't want it too thin. Okay. Awesome. All right. Oh. I think all my brushes have been used. Don't have one for blending, so we'll just grab another one over here. And I'm just blending this in. There we go. All right. Okay, gonna grab that fan brush again, grab my white, and right here with the corner of my brush, I am just creating some splash. Maybe it comes down here. Maybe right here it goes. Maybe there's a rock right there. Maybe there's some churning and burning, turning and burning right down here. Maybe it's churning all the way. It doesn't matter. It's water. It's going to do what it wants, kind of like clouds, huh? All right. I'm going to take that same brush that I used to kind of blend that water. I'm just going to blend this on out, keeping my strokes level, horizontal. I decided I didn't like that little, so I just wiped it out. No biggie. Okay. There we go. Now, I'm just going to take some black. I think I got some brown, some burnt umber, some sap green. Almost said phthalo green. No, that is not phthalo green. And I'm just pulling in one direction, heel toe again. Again, texture. You know, I think I want to bring that up a little bit. Nothing says I can't. Okay, and like I said, creating texture. Okay, maybe that comes up to there. Right there, right there. All right. Okay. Now I'm going to clean out my 1/2" chip brush. Clean that. I'm gonna clean, actually this one will work. I'm gonna need some more Cad Yellow. Oh man, I hope I can get some more out of there. Like I said, yeah, there we go. Like I said, I've got more. I just didn't want to get it out right now. Only because I'd have to move my table to get to the drawer that's in, and yeah, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. Okay, so Cad Yellow. Cad Yellow. Cad Yellow. Let's see, we'll go with some Naples Yellow in it too. Now, I did the same thing, heel and toe. And I'm just touching and pushing up. Touching and pushing up. Pushing up. And I'm just kind of turning my brush as I go along. There we go. Now I'm going to wipe that out. And I'm going to come up here and I'm going to grab some of this magenta. A little bit. A little bit more. Gotta be careful with it, because it will overpower you quick, fast, and in a hurry. Now I'm going to add a drop or two of oil to that. There we go. Now I'm going to come back here and I'm just going to add another color in here, just doing the same thing, just to create a little bit more interest. Okay. Now, let's grab some more magenta. This time, I'm okay with getting too much, because too much is not too much now. And again, a little bit of oil. And let's do it again. I gotta do it. I got to. I'm sorry. I gotta do it. Let's get some black and some burnt umber. And maybe right here is a rock. Get out of here, fly. And there's a nice rock right there. Maybe he comes down here. Okay. Nice size rock right there. Okay. Where's my little... Where's my little buddy? Say hello to my little friend. Okay, I won't do that anymore. And I'm just turning this into a rock. Or at least trying to. Trying to, anyways. Let's grab that. Let's just pull that down. Oh no. There we go. Now I need to touch that up a little bit, don't I? I must find the brush. The brush that did it. What did I do with it? Oh, there it is. There it is. There we go. Okay. And with that, I do believe we are ready for a signature. Okay, so I'm gonna get my liner brush nice and wet in the linseed oil. I'm gonna come up here. I'll just grab some of this magenta and yellow, had a little green in it. We'll sign this baby. There we go. All right, I know it was a long one, guys, but like I said, take your time. I think it's worth it. So until next time, hey, keep looking up, because that's where our strength comes from. As always, guys, love you all, and I will see you on the next one.